All right, Cowboy Nation, we got to talk about this. There's some developing news that Perrion, Winfrey, he's now going to be moved to injury reserve, so there could be another 4 to 5 weeks. I don't know the extent of his out. Cowboys, I'm going to say this. Let's not get complacent. Let's figure out a way that they go and grab another defensive tackle to add into the mix during this spell of time. Because here's the thing. You don't want to fall so far behind and then reserve a spot waiting for him to come back and he don't return first and foremost up to the kind of caliber of play and skill set that we like to see. This is another thing, too, that we have to add to this table. When he do come back, there's still going to be a ramp-up time for him to be ready to be in football shape, right? So these are things that we have to make sure that we don't get complacent and say, yeah, the Cowboys played well against the Eagles. Even though they lost, we got X, Y, and Z things that we can take care of. No, you got to always better your best. Make sure that you are heading in the right direction as it relates to this team, especially on the defensive side of the coin. Look, Eagles got in a jam. They went and got a Zadarius Smith. They already picked up the phone and called multitudes of guys to fill in that DB spot. Right now, they're leading the division, right? And I know it's been only one game, but not just them, but the Washington team. So we got to make sure we starting off with our best foot forward. I like what Perrion can do and bring to the table. He did play a lot of football because he finished one season and then he rolled into another one because he was playing at USFL or whatever that league is called. And, of course, shout out to my guy John Machota for reporting this. Also, safety, Malik Hooker wasn't at the portions today as it relates to open for the beat reporters to see practice. I hope that he was getting treatment during that time frame, and we hope all is well.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Cowboy Nation, so when we look at all of this stuff, hopefully the Cowboys will be back into the right wheelhouse of things. Now, there are a few other things that we can talk about as it relates to this team, but overall, we need for these guys to be on the same page and the right page. And I want to pull up Brandon a tweet right here, and he was talking about a few of the other players that's gone. We drafted a guy named Tommy, and he was a guy that Perrion Winfrey, I can't say his last name, as you guys can see, Bisote, King Bisote, how you say that man's name. They did draft him. He was on the squad or what have you, but now he will be on the practice squad. Now he will be on the Carolina's team practice squad because we cut him. And Izzy also going to the Carolina Panthers too. Keep in mind, we play the Panthers down the stretch, so I don't know if this if this is one of those things where they're trying to get all of that information in. There could be a situation there. And let's be ready. You got to be on your P's and Q's with all of this. And then it also looks as if, though, from Josina Anderson, just in Cowboys head coach, not Cowboys head coach, but Giants head coach Brian Daboll announced that Russell Wilson will start versus the Cowboys. And it looks like there's no Jackson Dart that will be there. But we got to keep in mind that anything and everything is always at play when you're going up against the Cowboys because they try to throw a little curveball at it, and that's how it goes, unfortunately. So let's be ready. Also, Lori posted that Dak Prescott performance in week 1 versus all of the other QBs. He was second in passer grading or what have you, 86.1 in passer grade far as the QB standards. He was third. Fourth in 4 big-time throws that put him in second. Grades under pressure, he was in second, and then grades versus the blitz, he was in third. So impressive start for the quarterback. Let's see if he can stack and build upon those things and get things moving and grooving, Cowboy Nation. Post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. But for those who wanting to know that the Cowboys interior defensive tackle Perrion Winfrey will not be playing anytime soon. He will be moved to IR, and that is a situation and scenario that the Cowboys better be on their P's and Q's with as it relates to that. Hopefully everything else will work its way out, Cowboy Nation down the stretch, but we got to make sure that we got our guys, everybody lined up in the right direction so that things can happen and work out for his best. Cowboy Nation, post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's get it. Come on, get right, Malik Hooker, and let's figure it out, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. DC for life, not for short. Let's get it.